Quiet Place topples Ready Player One at weekend box office. A Quiet Place made some big noise at the box office, bringing in $50 million in its opening weekend to capture the #1 spot at this weekend's box office, stripping the title from Steven Spielberg's big-budget Ready Player One, which only brought in $25 million in its second weekend. According to Variety, the extraordinary success of A Quiet Place belies its small budget of just $17 million, especially when compared to that of Ready Player One, which reportedly cost $175 million to make. Related, game over for the competition as Ready Player One dominates weekend box office starring spouses Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, who makes his directorial debut with the film. A Quiet Place served up a chilling horror story that clearly resonated with moviegoers. This much bigger than expected debut comes in an era of ongoing popularity for the horror genre that in North America alone last year generated over $1 billion in box office, Paul Dergarabedian, a media analyst at ComScore, tells Variety. Related, Pacific Rim Uprising unseats Black Panther from top spot at box office. Landing in third place is R-rated comedy Blockers, which likewise exceeded expectations with a $21.4 million opening weekend. "We could not be more pleased with the result this weekend," Universal's head of distribution Jim Moore tells Variety. Kate Cannon and her directorial debut knocked it out of the park. "It really overperformed." Related, Black Panther sinks Titanic to become third biggest domestic movie in history. Black Panther came in at number 4, bringing in $8.8 million in its eighth weekend, for a domestic total of $665.4 million, which makes it the third biggest release of all time behind only Star Wars, The Force Awakens and Avatar, and a worldwide total of $1.29 billion to become the 10th biggest international release ever. Faith-based film I Can Only Imagine brought in $8.4 million in its fourth week to capture fifth place.